My name is Emily Parker. I never expected something like this. I thought I had a perfect life. I thought he was my forever. But everything changed one rainy night. It was a cold evening in New York. I was sitting by the window, watching the rain hit the glass. The city lights looked beautiful, like stars fallen to the earth. I held a cup of warm tea in my hands, waiting for my husband, Jason, to come home. We had been married for 3 years. Jason was tall, handsome, and charming. He worked as a marketing manager at a big company. I still remember how he proposed to me on the beach in California, with a red rose and soft music playing from his phone. He said I was his dream, his everything. At 25, I thought I was living the life every girl dreams of, a loving husband, a cozy apartment in Manhattan, and a small bakery I started last year. I was happy, or at least I believed I was. But for the past few months, something felt different. Jason came home late more often. He said it was just work. He stopped looking me in the eyes when we talked. He no longer kissed my forehead before bed, and our love life had changed. He didn't touch me like before. His warmth felt cold. I told myself it was just stress, work pressure. But my heart whispered something else. It whispered, Emily, he is hiding something. That night, I waited until midnight. Jason came in smelling like expensive perfume, not mine. His shirt was half-buttoned, his hair was messy, and his smile looked forced. Sorry, babe, he said, avoiding my eyes. We had a late meeting. I nodded. I did not want to fight. But inside, my chest felt heavy. I followed him to the bedroom. He took a quick shower and climbed into bed. I looked at him as he closed his eyes. I wanted to ask, are you seeing someone else? But I stayed silent. I lay beside him, pretending to sleep. My heart was loud. I wanted to believe in his love, but something inside me was breaking. 2 weeks passed. He kept acting strange. He took his phone everywhere, even to the bathroom. He never did that before. He laughed at messages he never shared with me. He wore new shirts and started using a different cologne. One day, I could not take it anymore. While he was in the shower, I picked up his phone. I knew it was wrong, but my hands moved before I could stop them. My fingers trembled as I opened his messages. And there it was, a message from a woman named Sabrina. Last night was amazing, babe. I miss your touch already. My breath stopped. I kept reading, more messages, photos, words I thought he only said to me. Can't wait to see you again. You looked so hot in that red dress. My legs felt weak. I dropped the phone. I sat on the bed, holding my chest, trying to breathe. Tears rolled down my face. My lips shook. I whispered, why, Jason? Why? That evening, I acted normal. I smiled. I cooked dinner. He didn't notice anything. At night, I made love to him. For the first time in months, he touched me like before. His hands were warm, his lips soft. I wanted to believe it was real, even though I knew it was a lie. After, I lay beside him, feeling his breath on my neck. I looked at the ceiling and thought, how can someone love 2 women at the same time? The next day, I decided to follow him. He said he had a meeting at 6 p.m. I waited for him to leave. Then I took a cab and followed his car. I wore a black coat and tied my hair. He drove to a hotel in Brooklyn. I watched him walk in. He was smiling. A few minutes later, a woman in a red dress walked up to him. She kissed his cheek. It was Sabrina. I had seen her photo in his messages. They walked in together. I felt like my whole world had crashed. I did not cry. I just stood there, frozen. I stared at the hotel door, wondering what I had done to deserve this. I gave him everything, my love, my trust, my body, and he gave me betrayal. That night, I waited for him to come home. He walked in holding flowers. "For you, babe," he said. I took the flowers and smiled. "Thank you," I said softly. He had no idea I knew. I went to the bedroom, closed the door, and cried into the pillow. My whole body shook. I screamed without sound. I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes were red, my lips dry, and I asked, "Am I not enough?" The next morning, I wrote in my diary, "He cheated on me, but I still love him." Why do hearts stay where they are hurt the most? I did not know what to do next. Should I leave him? Should I fight for him? Or should I pretend and let the pain eat me inside? I felt lost. But one thing was clear, my life was not what it used to be, and I could never look at him the same again. The morning felt cold. Jason was in the shower, singing like everything was fine. But inside me, nothing was fine. My heart was bleeding. I made coffee with shaking hands. I tried to keep calm, but every sip reminded me of the kiss I saw. The hotel, the red dress, the lies. He walked out of the bathroom in a towel, smiling. "You look beautiful this morning," he said, kissing my cheek. That kiss felt like poison now. "Thanks," I whispered. I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw the coffee in his face. But I stayed quiet, because I was planning something. I needed answers. I needed to hear the truth from his mouth. That evening, I asked him to have dinner with me at home. "I miss our time together," I said. He smiled and agreed. I cooked his favorite grilled salmon with garlic butter. I wore a soft red dress, the same one I wore on our honeymoon. I put on a light perfume. I brushed my hair the way he used to love. He walked in and looked surprised. "Wow," he said. "You look amazing." I smiled and sat at the table. We talked, we laughed, I acted like the perfect wife. But inside, I was counting the minutes, waiting for the right time. After dinner, we moved to the couch. He poured us wine. He leaned in and kissed my lips. I let him. His hand slowly touched my waist. He whispered, "I missed you, baby." That word baby used to make me feel warm. Now it felt dirty. I pulled away gently. "Jason," I said softly. "Do you love me?" He looked surprised. "Of course I do. Then why are you sleeping with another woman?" He froze. His smile disappeared. His eyes widened. His hand fell from my waist. "What? What are you talking about?" I stood up. My hands were shaking. "I saw the messages. I followed you to the hotel. I saw her. The red dress, the kiss, everything." Silence. He looked like he was punched in the face. "Emily, I can explain." "No, don't lie to me now," I said. "Just tell me the truth." "Why?" He looked down. Then he spoke. "I never planned this. I don't even know how it started. It was just something that happened at work. She was there when I was stressed. She made me feel good. I did not mean to fall into it. I swear. I laughed, but there was no joy in it. You felt good. And what about me? I was here waiting, loving you, trusting you. What about my feelings? He looked up. His eyes were red. I am sorry, Emily. I messed up. I know I did, but I still love you. I never stopped loving you. Then why did you touch her, kiss her, sleep with her? I shouted. He didn't answer. Because there was no answer that could heal what he broke. I walked into the bedroom and locked the door. He knocked. Please, Emily, open the door. Talk to me. But I stayed silent. I cried all night. My pillow was wet with tears. I hugged my knees and felt like I was disappearing. The next morning, he had left for work. I sat alone on the couch, looking at our wedding photo. I remembered the day he said, "I'll never hurt you." And now that promise felt like a joke. I packed a small bag, just a few clothes, my diary, and my pain. I went to my friend Mia's apartment. She hugged me like a sister. You can stay here as long as you want, she said. You don't deserve this. I nodded, but I did not speak. I just sat by her window and cried again. Days passed. Jason called, texted, sent flowers, begged, but I did not reply. I needed time. Time to breathe, time to decide. Was love enough to forget the betrayal? Could I ever trust him again? One evening, I sat with Mia on her balcony. She asked, "Do you still love him?" I nodded. Yes, I do. That's the problem. I love him so much it hurts. She held my hand. Then ask yourself this, do you love yourself too? That question hit me deep. I had forgotten about me, my heart, my worth. I was always trying to be the perfect wife, the sweet girl, the forgiving one. But what about the girl inside me who deserved honesty? The next day, I met Jason at a quiet cafe. He looked tired, sad, guilty. We sat across from each other. I am sorry, he said again. I know, I replied. I want to fix this. I will do anything. Therapy, honesty, anything you ask. I looked into his eyes. I still love you, Jason, but I need time. I need to learn how to trust again. I need to learn how to love myself again. He nodded. I will wait. I will be here. 1 month later, I moved back home. We started going to couples therapy. We talked, cried, and fought. It was not easy. Some nights I hated him. Some nights I missed him so much I wanted to hold him forever. But we kept trying. Slowly, he opened up. He told me his fears, his weaknesses, his guilt. And slowly, I started healing too. We made love again. This time, with truth between us. No secrets. It was not just about the body. It was about hearts trying to reconnect. Today, as I write this, I am still with Jason. We are not perfect, but we are honest. We still argue. We still have scars, but we are trying every single day. Because love is not just romance. It is choosing the same person even after they break your heart, but only when they are willing to pick up the pieces with you. This is my story of betrayal, of heartbreak, but also of strength and finding myself again. And if you are reading this, remember, never forget to love yourself first. Subscribe to this channel to watch beautiful stories like this.